Hey, welcome to another episode in the Mile High City. It's your go-to realtor, Maylinda Conley, realtor and owner of Mile High Home Experts. And as a realtor for over 17 years, I've seen the best of real estate transactions and sadly the worst. And it's mainly due to misinformation on the internet or the armchair realtor in your office. So I'm committed to bringing you information of value. And today we're going to pull back the curtain on home inspections. I know you are all curious, so I will be interviewing the top, most sought after leaders in their field, Curtis Klock and Greg Fowler with Hero Inspections. And while home inspections aren't always the sexiest part of buying a house, they can make or break a deal. Well, gentlemen, we really do appreciate your time today and valuable information on home inspections.
Yeah, thanks for having us out. It's great working with realtors like you who care so much about their buyers and their sellers, and who work really hard to smooth out the process for them.
What do you feel the actual reason for doing a home inspection would be?
Well, the most important reason to do a home inspection is so that the buyer can have all the good data that they need to make an informed decision. As you know, it's an unregulated thing. Buyers and sellers people can buy anything that they want. It's a little bit of a free-for-all. And ultimately, our goal is to make sure that the buyers don't inherit any problems unknowingly from the seller. And the key word is unknowingly.
Right.
If you have good information and your clients have good information, then you can represent their interests and they can make an informed decision.
Does a home inspection find everything?
No, it's not exhaustive. That's not really the point of a home inspection. The best analogy is we're like your family practice doctor. It's the first place you go when you've got some symptoms or a little something going on, and then that doctor may recommend a specialist or further testing. We do the same thing. We find an issue here or there, we may recommend a specialist to come in and dig a little deeper.
What are some of the big things you find?
I'd say in this market, one of the biggest things we find are hail damage from roofs from all the storms that we have. And sometimes we see issues related to water, which can be mold, structural damage and settling. Anything water related would be something we'd focus a lot on.
So you guys are actually an environmental company as well. What should a client consider when buying a house?
Well, to your first question, yes, we're licensed with the EPA and the state of Colorado, and for other things we have certain certifications. We don't actually say a client should consider something or not consider something. We just make it all available to them and kind of explain to them that, hey, if you get this testing done, you'll learn this thing about your house. So there's things that are outside the scope of a normal home inspection. So radon testing, mold, asbestos, lead paint, not exactly environmental, but the condition of your sewer line. Those are all things that wouldn't be part of a normal home inspection, but your client might want to learn that stuff, again, so they don't inherit problems.
Well, that actually is one of my biggest goals, is to help my clients be informed and to be able to make an informed decision, actually.
Sure.
Well, my goal really is to help educate my clients. Don't you folks have like a protection plan as well?
Yeah, we understand that, look, sometimes there's bad luck, sometimes things happen. You can have a roof leak, a water leak, an appliance could break. And so what we provide as part of our residential inspection is what we call the Hero Home Protection Plan, which is $100,000 plus of warranties, guarantees, and extras included with every single inspection.
And then you guys actually, after the inspection is complete and you've done your report, will meet with the buyer.
We really take pride in communicating with the client in the context of the inspection. So we almost demand that they're there if we can and say, hey, if you're here, can you come? And we want to walk them through the house, but what we really want to do is help them understand what are the things that are going to cost them money now and down the road. And by doing that and framing it that way, they can walk back in the evening and look over their report and talk about it with you and really understand how worked up they should be or how excitable that something is, and our job is to just provide good information.
Well, again, gentlemen, I very much appreciate your time and expertise on this incredibly important topic.
Thank you so much for taking the time to go over this with us. Clients really will appreciate all this insight that you're bringing and all the great service. So
I
thanks
sure do
so
hope
much.
so. My pleasure. Thanks so much. Well, thank you for joining me on another episode of the American Dream TV. We hope you found some information of value, and I'd be honored to help you find your next home. I do look forward to seeing you on our next episode, and I hope your journey always leads you home.